I do not know how many STDs you have to give me before I decide that I'm no longer having sex with you, unprotected or otherwise. All men cheat. It's a normal thing. It's not a big deal. It's something that can be forgiven. Let me tell you, a cheating husband is a domestic terrorist. It is not a big deal until he brings a disease, until he gives you HIV. Then you die and you leave your kids behind. Then he brings in another woman who will now maltreat your children. You have vowed that my body is yours and your body is mine. But you're giving it to other people. And that's not the issue. You're having unprotected sex. And now you're bringing those diseases into your matrimonial home. There is a man who's doing this right now. Your wife treats STDs every month, a different STD she's treating. Meanwhile, for her, you're the only man she has ever slept with in her entire life. The day you married her, you disvirgined her. And from that moment onwards, she has been seeing gynecologist after gynecologist because her husband is a dog. And he does not know how to close his legs. So you're already cheating on your wife. Can't you have at least the decency to use protection sincerely? Even that is something too hard to ask of you, to protect yourself and the woman that you swore, that you vowed before God to protect. This is what you're doing to her. We need to deal ruthlessly with infidelity. It is not a joking something. To be honest, I'm not someone who ever felt like infidelity was a deal breaker when it comes to marriage, because I believe for better for worse. But my understanding of infidelity was not what this guy is doing. My understanding is that if I've been married to my husband for the past, 20 something, 15 years, and then he makes a mistake, he has what we call a challenge, and he sleeps with one woman, and then he comes and he tells me what has happened, and then we repent of it and we work through it. That is something that I feel can be worked through. But this kind of philandering, this kind of sickness, this guy was sick. You're sleeping with everything that has a skirt. You don't care. You have no self-control whatsoever. That even when your wife is pregnant, you go out, sleep with women without protection, and then come back and sleep with her. We usually take infidelity like a joke. Especially when it's men who do it. We're like, all men cheat. It's a normal thing. It's not a big deal. It's something that can be forgiven. Let me tell you, a cheating husband is a domestic terrorist. It is not a big deal until he brings a disease, until he gives you HIV. Then you die and you leave your kids behind. Then he brings in another woman who will now maltreat your children. Guys, these are the things that we take for granted. You have to deal ruthlessly with infidelity. Men, you think it's a joking something until you get an incurable disease and you give it to your wife, until you infect her with an STD that she cannot rid herself of. Oh, because you're indisciplined. Oh, because you're selfish. Oh, because you're greedy. You want to have your cake and eat it too. So you're already cheating on your wife. Can't you have at least the decency to use protection sincerely? Even that is something too hard to ask of you, to protect yourself and the woman that you swore, that you vowed before God to protect. This is what you're doing to her. If there's any woman out there dealing with this, please protect yourself. You think that infidelity is not a big deal. It's not until the day you fall sick and find out that you have HIV, that your husband has infected you, and now for you grab the symptoms and die, and for him is still strong. I hope that this message, it reaches the person that it needs to reach, that woman who has been dealing with this, the woman who has been sitting silently. If you have decided that you're not going to divorce your husband, at the very least stop sleeping with him. And if you're not going to stop sleeping with him, at least use protection. Since he cannot stop sleeping with other people, and then he cannot protect himself. If you still feel like you want to carry out your marital duties as a wife, have protection. It is just really so sad to see. You guys, this is something that we really take for granted. Go, all men cheat. Go, all men are dogs. No. If you know that you have that problem, don't marry. Don't get someone's daughter and bring her into your house only to make her cry day in and day out, because she married a man who cannot be differentiated from a dog. You people, As men, respect yourselves, and the first sign of respect is knowing who you give your body to, who you lie with. We're just looking at this whole Paul Cafero thing that happened. How he found out that only 4 of the 25 kids were actually his. But a woman cannot come out and claim that you're the father of her child unless you've laid with her, unless you've slept with her. We have to be responsible, and we also have to take accountability for the things that we do. So to whoever needs to hear this, please deal ruthlessly with infidelity, with your husband's infidelity. You may feel like you love him and that's something that you can forgive. But one day he will come home with a disease that you guys cannot treat. And you will look back and wish that you had done the right thing.